In the untamed heart of a sprawling wilderness, a monumental task is about to begin. One man, accompanied only by his loyal canine companion, has chosen this sheer, rocky mountainside as his canvas. His ambition is not merely to survive, but to conquer the stone itself, carving a permanent shelter from the belly of the earth. The initial work is a grueling battle of attrition. With a simple pickaxe, he begins his assault on the rock face. Each swing is a testament to his endurance, chipping away at rock that has stood for millennia. But the man knows that brute force alone is not enough. He must employ a more ancient and powerful ally, fire. He gathers a massive bundle of dry wood, a resource scavenged from the surrounding sparse landscape. He hauls the heavy load to the mouth of his nascent cave, preparing for the next crucial phase of his operation. Deep within the crevice, he arranges the wood and sets it ablaze. A torrent of flame erupts, licking hungrily at the stone. This is the science of thermal shock. The intense heat expands the rock, while the subsequent cooling will cause it to fracture. He watches as the fire rages, a man-made volcano spewing smoke and heat, turning the mountain's strength against itself. As the inferno subsides, it leaves behind a blackened, scarred chamber and superheated rock. Now, the true excavation can begin. Donning protective gloves, he takes his metal pry bar to the ceiling. The fire-treated stone, now brittle and weak, cracks and shatters under his relentless attack. He pulls down huge chunks of charred rock, each piece a victory, expanding his subterranean space inch by painful inch. The floor of the cave quickly fills with debris, a testament to his effective, if destructive, technique. He meticulously clears the rubble, hauling the heavy stones out into the open, creating a growing pile of conquered rock. This cycle of fire and force becomes his rhythm, the pounding of his tools, the only music in the desolate landscape. He targets a massive boulder blocking his path, a formidable gatekeeper to the deeper parts of the mountain. With a final, mighty heave, the great stone gives way, rolling aside to reveal a dark yawning passage beyond. It is a breakthrough. The initial cramped opening has transformed into the entrance of a true cavern. Wasting no time, he ventures into the newfound darkness, his hands clearing the remaining obstacles. The work is punishing, and his hands bear the scars of his labor, a raw testament to the price of his ambition. But there is no time for rest. He returns to the rock face. Now with a hammer and chisel, he must expand the entrance further, shaping and refining the doorway to his future home. The sharp, rhythmic clang of steel on stone echoes through the misty mountains, a declaration of human will against the power of nature. As the exterior takes shape, the focus shifts to the interior. The cave is now a vast, raw space, ready to be tamed. Throughout the ordeal, his dog remains a steadfast guardian, a silent observer watching its master toil. Sometimes, concern overrides patience, and the loyal friend tries to pull him from the darkness, a poignant display of devotion. The work continues deeper inside. He encounters a new challenge, water seeping from the earth. But what could be a problem is also a blessing, a potential source of fresh water for his new dwelling. Time blurs into a cycle of digging, hauling, and shaping. Sunsets paint the sky, enveloping the valley in a mystical fog. The days of toil are relentless. To clear larger obstacles, he fells a tree with nothing but his own strength. Once again, fire is his greatest tool. He lights another bonfire inside, the smoke billowing out into the gray sky. This is not just for breaking rock, but also for hardening the earthen walls, baking them into a ceramic-like hardness. After the fire dies down, the air is thick with dust as he continues to chip away, sculpting the very heart of the mountain. In a moment of quiet utility, he places a kettle on the glowing embers, a small comfort in this harsh environment. The progress is staggering. He clears and sorts the stones, turning a chaotic cavern into an organized workspace. He begins stacking the excavated stones, a hint of the construction that is to come. These are not waste, but future building materials. With the raw space defined, the project enters a new phase: construction. He turns his attention to wood. With practiced hands, he splits logs, preparing the timber that will form the final, crucial piece of his shelter, the door. The processed lumber is neatly stacked inside the cave, ready for assembly. At the entrance, he so violently carved, he begins to erect a wooden frame, bringing a touch of civilization to the wild stone. The structure takes shape, a perfect rectangle of wood set against the irregular, organic curves of the rock. Finally, the moment of completion, he steps out of his new home and swings the heavy wooden door shut. The cave is no longer a hole in a mountain. It is a fortress, a sanctuary, a home won from the wilderness with fire, sweat, and sheer will.